Now, I'm gonna ask you guys just so I know you guys are like checked in. You're not just like, oh, I can't believe I'm talking to Ye, but you're listening to me like you're talking to your friend or your boss.
All right, so that clip right there actually comes from an entire leaked Discord meeting between Ye and Yeezy app developers. So stay tuned as we're going to be taking a look at another clip from that same meeting in which Ye discusses his new $20 Yeezy line. So before we get into all of that, we're going to start with the latest here in sneakers. So we got a first look at the latest colorway for the upcoming Air Jordan 4 RM. So this appears in this like smoke gray black colorway. This image was shared by Lil Yachty himself, who's quickly becoming quite the mascot for Nike, I most definitely would say. So I feel like a first look at this sneaker would have already been shared across all of the sneaker blogs, but because it was shared by Yachty, I feel like that gives you a little couple clicks for engagement. So salute the team Nike. We see what y'all did right there. So as far as these Jordan 4 RMs, we've seen a few different leaks, some which feature the Bike Air on the back, others which feature the Nike Air on the back. So I'm assuming that the Bike Air pairs are going to be attached to Nigel Sylvester. They'll probably be a lot more limited, more desirable and collectible, while the other pairs I'm assuming are going to be more of like your GR common type release or whatever. So I think this is a issue that Nike's been dealing with, where the debuts of new models are usually attached to a collab, a lot more limited and hyped up and everything like that, but then can they still maintain the same demand, as release comes and release comes. So we'll see how Nike does with these, as apparently the green Grandma's Driveway pair is set to debut coming up this month, actually, July 20th. And I'm just assuming that this smoke gray black joint right here will be dropping shortly afterwards. So will Nike be able to keep the momentum going with this model even after the initial first release? I think a great thing that they're doing right here is by teasing this new colorway. That way, people know that there's more colorways in store. They're already thinking of the next drop. So a good way to keep the momentum rolling, and we'll see how this sneaker does, here into the future. As far as my personal take on these, I think they're a cool, new, refreshing kind of look, but the only issue is I can't help but look at these as like a Team Jordan with some fancy marketing that Nike's trying to push on us. So let me know what y'all think about these joints down below. And it looks like Nike, they're victim once again of another robbery. So if you're unfamiliar, one of Nike's biggest distribution centers actually happens to be located in Memphis. And this same facility has been targeted several times as of recently. We got reports that people are actually stealing directly from this facility. On top of that, you got people hitting up cargo trains, delivering packages here. And we even have reports that employees were caught redirecting packages directly from this facility. So as far as the latest crime, it appears that a truck driver driving an 18-wheeler full of precious Nike cargo was actually targeted. Well, at least according to this eyewitness who actually happened to capture these images. So he was actually stopped at a red light within feet of delivering these packages when 3 unidentified suspects, 2 that were masked, actually somehow gained access to the back of the truck, unloading precious cargo, loading it up into their F-150. And apparently, according to the eyewitness, the driver had no clue, as he was actually looking directly at the street light. So according to the witness, he actually followed the driver into the facility to let him know that he was robbed. The driver had absolutely no clue and thanked the honest witness for letting him know and for capturing the images, which he said absolutely saved his job. Can you imagine if he would have just pulled up to Nike with an empty truck? He would have looked crazy. So apparently these thieves were only able to get off with about $2,500 worth of merchandise. But with this once again being another targeted group here hitting up Nike, do you feel like it's time that maybe Nike thinks about moving out of Memphis? And recently an entire leaked Discord conversation meeting between Ye and Yeezy app developers has surfaced online. So apparently this Yeezy app thing is no longer, but as far as these clips go right here, this is a very candid and inside look at what's going on behind the scenes at Yeezy. So this clip that we're about to take a look at here is Ye discussing his need to create this global chain of different factories in order to distribute Yeezy products around the world.
What we make is patterns. We have patterns, right? These patterns and the fabrics, I would say, oh, this is nylon. I'm wearing a $20 tracksuit for not, we got to say, we have to land it at $4. We need to build some kind of organization that can connect with all of the factories globally. That needs to be our new community, our fan community. And with that, we connect close to the more massive fans. But we need to empower the people who have been beat down by China, who have been beat down by Amazon. We need to empower the real people in the real communities and raise their economy. There's people look at McDonald's different ways. McDonald's can be in a rich community, but guess what happens when it's in a poor community? It's like a church. It's like you're getting the exact same quality of something that's in the rich community. And that's what Yeezy is. No matter what your financial background is, your economy, where you grew up, your social economic class, Yeezy is the same Yeezy for the richest guy to the guy who actually makes the city work, that's up at 6 a.m.
So you can say what you want about the man, but as far as the overall mission of Yeezy, I would say that has not changed. And as far as this jacket, tracksuit, whatever he's been talking about, definitely in the market, especially if he can bring it to us at a $20 price tag. And it seems as though, as far as this leaked information, we did learn that apparently the price that they're trying to keep all the items at is around $4. I guess that's how they can maintain profit and everything like that. And what we did learn here from this clip is that Ye is looking to create this kind of like global infrastructure as far as different factories located across the world. So for example, if somebody in China purchases Yeezy, the garment would actually be produced in China, which would, one, bring a little bit more money to the economy, and then two, create faster and cheaper shipping options for the consumer. So as far as the future of Yeezy, things are looking, I guess you could say, on the upwards. And as far as what Ye's been doing lately, he was seen recently in Moscow actually with Gosha, the creative director over at Yeezy, which apparently the back of this shirt translates to Yeezy Sport. So I would say definitely interesting and could be a potential upcoming future Yeezy drop. Now, as far as Yeezy.com, we know that the website has been currently shut down, as I'm assuming they're looking to catch up on order fulfillment. So we'll see what the future of Yeezy holds. But as far as Yeezy Sport, I would say that's definitely something to be on the lookout for. And then before we bounce, it looks like we got a first look at a new colorway of the upcoming Joe Freshgoods New Balance 990 V6. Previously, we saw this red colorway which leaked, and apparently we got new colorways which will be a part of this pack. So right now it looks like we're just gonna see a red and blue version, but as far as this baby blue colorway, it almost reminds me of like what Ye and Yeezy were doing when they dropped those hospital blue 700 V2s, kind of in that same realm. It looks like we got some different type of suede materials going on, so not bad. We'll see how the people react once we get the official looks, but for now it looks like we got a red and blue Joe Freshgoods New Balance 990 V6 on the way. So drop your thoughts on those as well as all the topics covered here in today's video. If you guys enjoyed this Tuesday update, please help support the channel by hitting that little like button here on the channel. It helps us out a ton. We're gonna wrap things up right here. So I'm JA. Make sure you guys stay safe, stay blessed, and I'm out, y'all. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Love.